This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. For more great podcasts, head over to bigheadsmedia.com. Hi there, folks, and welcome to the Gilmore, the Gilmerrier. It's a podcast about the Gilmore Girls franchise. I guess it's just a TV show, it's not really a franchise, but we're talking about it. Brought to you by the folks here at TV Tuners. I'm your host, Swanson. With me, as always, my co-host and guy who really wants you to have autumn decorations up, Stairmaster.
Son, this is not seasonal at all. Son, this is not seasoned at all.
Are you talking about your food?
No, this restaurant.
Not seasoned?
This is not seasoned.
How do you season a restaurant?
Put up some pumpkins.
I don't know if that's really...
Put up some pumpkins and a scarecrow.
This character's changed a little bit.
Has it?
Imagine if you put up a scarecrow in a restaurant. Would that scare people away?
Yes. If you put him up, at the door, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on, if he's, a happy, smiling scarecrow or, a scary one.
I guess it's true. That other voice you're hearing, of course, is our other co-host and hot new guy in town who's kissing my daughter, Kia.
Oh, no!
Hey.
You hate to see it, folks.
I'm just, grabbing a kiss. She wants it.
Yes, that...
I'm just
grabbing a kiss, yeah. It's true. In a way.
Picking it up, putting it down.
Yeah, he's picking up sodas, putting them down, picking up his lips and putting them on someone else.
That's right. It's what it's all about. It's where it's at. And I also want to quickly announce that we've brought back, by popular demand, another guest here on the podcast.
No.
Seasonal guest here.
No.
We're here. October is, we're into October, and we were talking about it.
Oh.
And, we've got the TV Tuners Crab.
Yeah. Our
Yay!
boy.
Oh, God, it's pinching me.
Crab,
Get
crab,
the broom.
crab.
Get him.
Yeah, backed by popular demand, the Crab, our official mascot, even though he's not on any materials that you would see about the podcast.
Yeah, all of our merchandise you can buy.
Yeah, he's on it.
I think there is a TV Tuners t-shirt on Mr. Bighead's website. It just says TV Tuners.
I think...
Is that site still, up?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's hard to say what's around and what isn't these days. And we're allowed to say that on the air because no one checks for quality.
That's right. We don't care, and neither do our bosses.
It's the perfect job that doesn't pay. Yeah. Welcome to another episode of the Gilmore, the Gilmerrier. The Crab is here. We're rocking, we're rolling.
I have lost fingers.
Yeah, but they'll come back, though.
Yeah, I gave the crab a bone, a spooky bone to carry around, but I don't know where he put it.
Yeah, a skull.
Yeah, and he threw it.
Spookiest of bones.
He threw it at me earlier.
What happened?
Well, it hit me.
Are you okay?
It made a little thunk.
Yeah, it hit me in the groin.
Thunk.
That was the noise it made. You would think a skeleton, or rather a skull, would make a different noise, but...
It's your dick and balls making the noise.
Yeah.
I guess it's true, yeah.
So wait, where is this skull now?
I don't know, it bounced in the ground somewhere.
I'm sure this won't come back to haunt us.
It's just a skull.
Yeah.
From a actual human being.
Oh. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
So wait, you didn't get this at Walgreens, Keo? The skull?
No. Did I make it sound like it was a decorative bone?
A little bit.
Yeah, it sounded more like it was like a prop.
Usually using real skulls as decorations is considered a war crime.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't kill the person who died. I just got the bones.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Technically, the international court would find you fine on that. They would acquit you.
Yeah, I mean, the only crime I committed was grave robbing, and I think that's like they don't really care about that, do they?
I don't think they have any jurisdiction over that. That's more like a country thing.
I think it would have to be like Lenin's grave or something in order for them to have jurisdiction.
Or if you robbed like a mass of graves.
No, I just robbed one grave.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I found somebody with like a really funny name.
Oh yeah, what was their name?
Icy Wiener.
Oh. It's like that one show that we all like.
A victimless crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, this is the Gilmore, the Gilmerrier, episode 7. We're going through them, folks, and yeah, we're here. We're talking about Gilmore Girls, but as these have been taking the place of our regular episodes for the time being, don't worry, TV Tuners proper is coming back eventually, probably in November, I think, if my math is correct. We're here, and we're bringing some features with us that come with our normal stuff, and that's a little fun little thing that we get to add to our regular episodes to pad them out, some might say. Not me, I didn't say it, I just suggested others would.
Nobody would ever actually accuse us of that unless it was like a joke. They were like walking towards us, making a quick quip.
Yeah, a quick quip. Yeah. Also, this episode is brought to you by Buy Me a Coffee, of course. If you have an episode that you want to request, you can go over to buymeacoffee.com/tvtuners. A single episode gets you a single coffee. For us to discuss about, I don't know, anything you could want. Like perhaps Gilmore Girls, but probably don't do that. I think we're getting to enough of that.
Please, no more.
Anyway.
We could watch The Fugitive starring Harrison Ford. That'd be fun.
Are we doing this again?
Yeah, Stairs is programming for us.
Some people have money but no ideas. We gotta help them out, Keo.
It's true.
That's
yeah,
true.
It's true. What if Jeff Bezos wants to give us a bunch of money?
Yeah.
We should really start a campaign to get him to listen to our podcast.
Do you think he'd like it?
Probably not.
But hey, listen, this podcast, of course, would not be possible without you, the fans. So if you have any sort of quips, comments, questions, foresights, otherwise, well, why don't you send them on over to us at our email address? That's right.
Huh?
We have an email, and you can send anything that you desire to us, and we'll read it here aloud on the pod. Probably.
No.
Unless you, it's really vile.
Or like a dick pic. We probably won't. I don't know how
we can't really read that.
Yeah, I don't know how we read that. We'll just be like, there's a picture.
We could comment.
We would have Keo look at it and describe it.
Yeah,
that's his job on this podcast.
All right, we got an interesting email here for Keo right now. This is a picture of a man's dick. Tell me what this looks like.
Yeah, and he's got a gun next to it for size comparison. It's
so what I would do with that situation, guys, is I would start directly speaking to HR about the situation.
I think you mean BH, as in big head.
No, we have an HR department here in the TV Tuners house.
Oh, who runs that?
You guys are going to get mad if I tell you, so I'm just going to keep quiet.
Oh? Is it the crab?
No.
It can't be the pumpkin because he's long since dead.
No.
We threw him into the sea, remember?
It's true, we did do that. The classic Denver Sea.
I don't remember what happened.
We're going to change. We're going to change subjects here because I'm not going to talk more about who HR is. But just let it be known that if you try to put that segment on me, I'm going to talk to HR about it.
Well, luckily we don't have to worry about that. But if you have any of those quips, comments, questions, foresights, or otherwise, you can send them to our email address, tvtunerspodcast@gmail.com. What's that email, Keo Rain?
Stair, can you help me out here?
We hate movies at gmail.com.
That's right. And yeah, you can send them to us there, and you can be like Gio, who sent us this email. I know, it's a real shock. The Spuds of Destiny.
What?
Boys, it's long hours down here in the potato mines. And when the kerosene for the lamps starts running low just as the potato goblins close into your location, well, it prompts a man to consider things. Like how do them TVT3 take their potatoes? Is Stairmaster a mashed man? Does Kioran keep them tots coming? Is Swanson perennially drawn to the homely aroma of simmering potato chowder? Holy shit. Stairmaster and Swanson both start with an S. What's it mean? Keep the skins on. Gio.
First off, they're called Irish Americans.
Yeah, I don't like the way Gio referred to my people in this.
My people.
What? We can't both be Irish? That's what the S means.
I felt like I was being excluded, is all.
Oh.
Wait. Who's being referred to?
Potato goblins.
Yeah, potato goblins. Obviously, he means the Irish who clearly run the potato mines.
Okay, I understand now. But that was very bigoted of Gio to say that.
If they
That's
run
insane.
the potato mines, shouldn't they be like potato dwarfs?
I guess that's true. Goblins don't really run mines.
Just dig holes in the ground, usually.
Well, you know where you find a potato.
Was he saying the goblins are running the mines or like just harassing them while he was trying to mine?
It sounds like they were harassing him, so maybe not.
It sounds like they were like surrounding him.
Well, this is not the... Yeah. Listen, we're going away from the question that I was actually very eager to discuss.
Hold on, Gio, are you alright? Do you need help?
He's fine.
Yeah, he's just in a different situation this week. Like, he'll probably be next week.
Yeah, he gets around. He'll probably be okay.
Yeah. He always finds his way.
The answer is, I like mashed potatoes. That's the best kind.
This is like the ideal question for Gio to give me because I love potatoes, man.
I like roasted potatoes.
Yeah, those are good. Listen, I'm a classic basic bitch. I love French fries, man. They're good.
Oh, yeah, I had 5 Guys today.
French fries
are slowly killing me, but it was delicious.
Now, there are certain types of a French fry that if there's a crinkle cut in there, If it's a wedge, get that the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, I have this. The French fries can't be too crunchy, but they can't be too soft.
Yeah, it's got
Five Guys got like the perfect balance there.
Yeah, it's much like a fry is much like a cookie. You want a balance of crunchiness and soft.
Mm. And if you give a mouse a French fry,
it'll eat it.
I'm sorry.
But yes, mashed potatoes are also good. Keo is correct. But also, potato chowder is good. I've had potato soup. That's a good thing.
Let's just list various potato meals we enjoy.
When I think of just like eating a potato for like part of a meal, though, mashed potatoes is where I go. It's just like easy to just combine with the meal.
It's true, yeah. How do you season those bad boys?
Gravy.
Huh? Yeah, I put like some, basic stuff. I put salt and pepper and sour cream and butter.
Yeah, that's good.
Of course.
Now, how do we feel about hash browns?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's for breakfast only, though. That's like very, very strict rule there.
That's a go-to lazy boy meal, yeah.
Yeah, hash browns are good. All right, well, thanks for that, Gio. We love potatoes here, is what we've learned.
Yeah, my heart has started hurting since we had this conversation.
Hash brown's a lazy meal?
I mean, it's low effort. I mean, it's not complicated, at least.
You make them?
Yeah, you make them.
You make them, like you.
No, I'm just saying.
So, what are you saying?
Well, what's more of a lazy meal, hash browns or shredded potatoes? Because shredded potatoes are very similar to hash browns, but do feel lazier.
I've actually never made hash browns. I don't know how easy they are to make, honestly. I guess they're easy, but Stairmaster's talking about them like, yeah, I've made those.
I mean, I guess I haven't, like, capital M made them, as in, like, I took some potatoes and hashed them.
I was just trying to be normal to blend in. I'm sorry.
Anyway, yeah, Gio, we love our potatoes all well and good. I think I don't think we're picky on them from the sounds of things.
I like them raw. Like I eat like an apple.
Yeah, you ever just pick a potato out of the ground and just bite into that bad boy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. You ever try to pick a potato out of the ground, then it ends up being a person?
Yeah, and he's like angry because he was trying to sleep.
Yeah.
One time I picked a potato up and it was a man.
Yeah, what happened?
It was like a guy. It was like it had a human face, but like I could take the eyes and the nose off and the mouth.
Out of the ground or just like on the table?
Well, it's at the bottom shelf of Toys R Us, so sort of like the ground.
Oh, we're talking about we're talking about a potato that you found at like the store.
Yeah, and it like had eyes and a face, but you could take the parts of the face out and move them around.
Oh,
like you could like put the mouth like where the eyes are.
Yeah,
and, like, the nose.
Yeah. Also, you had
That's
arms
terrifying.
and legs.
This is very disturbing vision you're giving me here, Stairmaster.
It really happened.
Well, at least it's a man, and it's called Mr.
Oh, he also had a wife.
Oh my god. a woman potato?
That's it. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think she had like wavy black hair or something.
I'm calling the cops.
The liberals have gone too far.
Oh man, can you like swap Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head's eyes and like make them both non-binary?
There's nothing stopping you. When you think about it, Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head are the reason for the sexual revolution.
The gender revolution.
True.
Yeah.
Both.
Any revolution you can think of probably happened because of them.
And I always thought it was because of Evangelion.
Well, you know, who do you think inspired it?
Yeah, you're right.
Thanks for that email, Gio. Let's move on. As you know, of course, email is not the only place you can find us. We have a Twitter page full of great TV content. It's at TV Tuners.
True.
All of our interns, our dutiful team, they go through the Twitter space, scouring, not just for great content to talk about, but for the tweet of the week. And Stairmaster, they've given you a doozy this week. Is that correct?
Yes, it's very interesting.
Okay.
I will say.
Uh-oh.
All right, so this comes from @Jesse Gibson, who's no one famous. That's just her name.
Okay.
They write, "It's good. I've been watching Gilmore Girls since like 2016 or 17 IDK, and I've watched it all the way through like 8 times. Yet I still feel like I'm just watching it for the first time." Ha ha ha!
Wow. A rare tweet of the week that's on brand for the thing we're talking about in these bonus episodes, but also, I guess this person's really loves Gilmore Girls. Is that the impression I'm getting here?
I wonder. So, do you think that's maniacal laughter or Joker laughter?
Oh.
I think it's just hearty, healthy laughter.
Yeah. Just,
so, Tommy Wiseau laughter.
Yeah. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
You don't think it's a person going madly, like going insane from watching Gilmore Girls 8 times?
I think they are broken. I mean, they did just start their tweet with "isk."
I swear to God.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that stands for something.
Oh, that would make sense, but shouldn't it be a 2 instead of a T? To make it more obvious?
Maybe, I guess, if you want to be like in the Prince parlance. But this is, I think this is just...
Why wouldn't we want to be like Prince?
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes, you know, you're not speaking in Prince English. Yeah, I think this is just a hearty laugh from someone who just loves the Gilmore Girls.
Don't we all?
I guess.
Find out at the end of this episode.
Yeah, we'll find out later when we litigate that again. I'm going to give this a tune-in. Seems like a hearty good time.
Yeah. I'll tune in on this tweet. It
I'm going to give it tune out.
Slightly unnerving energy, which I appreciate. I don't want to have my tweets just bore me. I want to be like confused and on edge, not sure what to make of it.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. I thought that the weird laughter at the end would spark more discussion. But I was wrong.
You just wanted us to talk about if they became the Joker.
Yeah, what if they became the Joker?
They'd probably watch more Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
I just love that Lorelai.
He would not say that, Swanson. I'm sorry.
You don't think Joker watches Gilmore Girls?
It would be one of the rare cases where he's in a bad mood after, but he still watches it.
Like, what do you mean by a bad mood? Like, Batman and him are fighting later, and Batman's just like, Joker,
Why aren't you laughing?
Joker, I couldn't help but notice you seem to be in a different mood than normal today.
Not now, Batman.
I'm sorry, I just watched an episode of Gilmore Girls, and it put me on edge. We can fight another time if you want.
It's very creepy, the relationship between mother and daughter. The boundaries are blurred.
You wouldn't understand, Batman, from what I think. What do you say?
I don't think you've ever spoken to a woman.
I speak to lots of ladies, Joker.
Name one.
Batgirl.
Isn't she like your daughter?
No,
Hope not.
no, not usually.
What is that supposed to...
It depends on the continuity, I think, but not most of the time.
What are we doing?
We're talking about Tweet of the Week. To tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tune in.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Jesse Gibson. And, with all that out of the way, I have but one last segment. What'd you guys watch this week? Anything fun? Interesting?
I watched The Godfather Part 2.
Oh, just Part 2?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I'm not going to watch both of them in one sitting. That'd be stupid.
Yeah, it's true. No one has ever done that.
No one alive.
Well, what did you think?
Oh, I think that guy would be way better off if he wasn't in the Mafia, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
It's a revolutionary thought.
Seems like it's more trouble than it's worth.
I don't think anyone's ever suggested this. That the Mafia is bad.
It seems like all that wealth and power has costed him his soul.
Yeah.
And when I join the Mafia, it's going to be fun.
That's what Tony Soprano thought. And he was right.
Correct.
It's all fun and games.
That's right.
Now, so now you're going to carry on the tradition and watch The Godfather Part 3, right?
No. Absolutely not.
No?
I got better things to do.
Like?
Watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, alright.
Again?
Yeah. I finally got back on watching the Part 5 anime.
I was going to say, he's got to prep for the new season that's coming in like a year.
Did you never finish that?
No, I did not. I dropped it right after the train fight. I was like, yeah, okay. That's all I really wanted to see.
Wow.
To be fair, it was a cool fight.
It was a cool fight. Let's have a train fight. Come on. Let's go.
I'll be the guy with the fishing rod, and you can be the guy who makes people old.
And I'll be the train.
Aww. Wait, who are we going to be fighting against?
Pfeiffer.
I
guess Al could be Mista. Since she has guns.
Okay. A lot more guns than Mista. So it'll be a really challenging fight.
So is that a tune-in or a tune-out, sir?
On The Godfather Part 2?
Yeah.
I guess I'll say it's a tune-in. It's all a B+ for me.
Yeah, when you think about it, really just a solid average film. You see one of those like every day.
I can't
Robert
tell if
De Niro's in it. That's crazy.
Stairs being like contrarian or something. I'm confused.
No, I think he's just making a joke. A joke him up.
A joke? What?
Jokes. Yeah, it's also wild. Can you believe Robert De Niro was in films?
It's crazy he was in the same movie as Al Pacino before Heat.
Yeah.
But they weren't on screen together.
Yeah, that's the big thing with Heat. That's how I get you.
So should I watch the Godfather or not?
You should watch Heat. 1995, directed by Michael Mann.
Well, we should also
Instead of The
you should also
Godfather.
probably watch The Godfather. It's a good movie.
Probably.
It's also long though, so you'll probably be like, "Oh boy."
It's like The Irishman of mob films.
What's The Irishman?
It's a mob film.
So Martin Sorkin. That's 3 hours long.
4.
Yeah, I guess 3.5.
Yeah.
What's it about?
Which one?
Exactly.
Godfather?
The
Or
Irishman?
The Irishman is about this guy who kills people for the mafia, and he makes a friendship with Jimmy Hoffa, who's the president of the Teamsters Union.
And if you know history, you can guess how that goes.
Who's
Probably
very
pretty
famous
good, right?
for being connected to the mafia and then mysteriously disappearing in the early 70s.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's made by everyone's favorite director, Martin Scorsese.
Oh, my guy. My man.
Yeah, but you should watch Heat. It's not 3 hours long.
It's true.
And it also has Robert De Niro and Al Pacino as the leads.
I'll watch like 1/3 of each of the movies,
All
and
right.
that'll probably...
Let us
And
know how it goes.
make a bold conclusion based off of those.
I'll like watch them as if they were one movie, so
All right.
I'll get very upset that the movie suddenly changed to something else.
I would be sad too.
Why did this mafia movie become an action movie?
Different characters.
And a completely different vibe because it was made 20 years later.
I would roast it in my YouTube video essay.
The problem with Godfather Heat.
Man.
Anything else there?
No.
All right. I finished the rest of season 5 of Rick and Morty.
Ha 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 ha.
Do you regret?
It was fine. Honestly, the second half was better.
Well, that's good.
It's still like, listen, the show's never going to be as good as it was in those first 2 seasons because they don't have any reason to be. But it was fine. They do some continuity nods, I guess. It feels weird saying that about a show that actively hates the idea of that. But they do a whole season finale 2-parter that's pretty good. If it promises to be the status quo has changed, but I'm not gonna be surprised if 2 years from now I watched the premiere of season 6 and it's just Rick being like, nothing changes, suck my ass.
I can totally see that happening because didn't they do that already multiple times?
Yeah, which leads to which is why I have the current thought that I do. It was fine. I think I would say overall that it's a tune-out.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Because if you're a fan of Rick and Morty, you're not going to care what I say about whether or not it's a tune-in or a tune-out. You're just going to watch. You've already watched it, probably. And if you're just listening to me and you want to know, is Rick and Morty somehow worth watching in its 5th season? No, you should probably just go watch the first 2 and then stop.
Season 3 is just no? Or
Season 3 is fine.
It's just if you want to have the best experience, don't bother with that.
I think I recall season 3 being good, but the last couple episodes being what are they doing? Because isn't season 3 the one where it ends with him fighting the president?
No, you're thinking Metal Gear Solid 2.
I watched season 3 of Rick and Morty, but I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's the other problem with Rick and Morty, which I think maybe is just a problem with a lot of cartoon shows. Or maybe just
you're thinking of season 5 of 24, where he fights the president at the end.
Is the president Keith David?
No.
Oh, okay. Rick and Morty, especially later seasons for me, tend to blend. Everything tends to blend together into one stew of that was fun.
Whatever.
Yeah, nothing really makes an impression. Partially because, I guess it's just kind of there's not really much of an emotional appeal to it. It's just kind of wacky stuff all day.
Yeah, in the first 2 seasons of the show, it's more, it feels more clever because you're not used to the rhythms of the show. And also, they keep hinting at the fact that the characters could change. Once you get deep enough in, you realize that it's still a cartoon show. It's never gonna they're never gonna change.
Yeah, and that makes it forgettable because they give you something to maybe think about and remember, and then they're like, actually, you're stupid for trying to think that we were going to do that.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I would go ahead and say it's a tune out. Will I still be watching Rick and Morty next time it comes on? Probably, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend it.
Swanson will watch. They've conditioned them to watch.
Listen, I sat through like 6 seasons of The Walking Dead before I gave up. You know, I'll watch it probably. It's not so off. It's not awful to the point of me being like, ugh. And I think that's it for that segment. So let's get to our main event, huh?
I suppose.
Yes.
As in talking about Gilmore Girls. We're here, ready to discuss. We watched an episode, and now we're going to talk about it. This episode was episode 7, naturally. Kiss and Tell. Which, I guess both things happen. So accurate title.
There's a lot of telling.
Yeah.
Not a lot of showing.
Yeah, you wanted more kissing between 2 underage people?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
I've been complaining about the exposition.
Oh. You need exposition for this one.
I need less exposition.
There was exposition?
No. I was making a joke.
Lorelai kissed.
I would...
About show, not tell.
Imagine in this episode, like, there's a character who, like, describes the dynamics of the small town.
Yeah, Michael. That should be Michael's job. He should be the narrator.
That's the thing. He's not in this episode at all. I actually had forgotten because they gave more for Coffee Guy to do, so I was still pleased. But no Michael in this episode. Mikkel, I guess. I don't remember how you say his name, but yeah, we actually open up with Coffee Guy. A sign of a good episode.
He's all over this episode.
He's making
hanging
coffee.
Out. He's doing things.
He's making coffee. I guess he also makes food, but really it's the coffee that we care about here. Yeah, and there's people who are, I guess they're having like a big Thanksgiving pilgrim time here in Connecticut, and the guy across the street who runs the market is like, listen, you should put up some decorations, and he's like trying to give him these 2 little pilgrim boys, and he's like, I don't care. And I feel this. I feel for this.
He has like
no mention of Native Americans in any way.
Well, of course not.
Just
maximum disdain. Of course. Why would you talk about the Native Americans? That's sad boy stuff.
Yeah, you want to think about the good people who like founded America.
Friendly, peaceful pilgrims.
Yep.
Stairmaster.
Yeah, remember they just sort of came into the territory and were like, let's have dinner.
Let's share and care.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy this fat turkey.
And afterwards, you get smallpox.
Yeah.
And yeah, he does not want the autumn decorations because he doesn't care. And this, as a person who used to work retail quite a bit,
until the economy was destroyed.
Well, I mean, I stopped long before then, but yes. This resonates with me because I never care about decorating for anything. Certainly not in an establishment.
Imagine having just some guy try to like basically boss you into decorating
at the place you own.
Imagine having to listen to Christmas music all day. That would be terrible.
That is pretty awful. I can attest.
The only way to fix it is to sing along to it as loud as you can.
Oh, trust me, that doesn't work.
You tried it? How'd it go?
It breaks you down. It's like that. It's like you just become part of the system, Keo, right?
Hold up, I got a news off the docket.
Oh?
The new Superman is gay.
That's not news. That's been out for hours.
Well,
The docket has a bit of a delay on it.
Anyways,
Also,
he's totally kissing this lad.
Yeah, he's bisexual. Totally
Bisexual
different.
King Superman.
This is, this guy's the son of Superman, John Kent. And he's a bisexual guy. Apparently, this guy that he's kissing is a reporter, so it's supposed to be like, oh, he like father, like son. Well, Superman not appearing on this show.
Yeah, there are no gay people in the show.
As of
yet, I think there are. I think later there are. You gotta think about the time frame here, Stairmaster. This is like 1999.
Yeah, the concept hadn't been invented yet.
Not on TV.
That Mulholland Drive hadn't come out yet.
It's true. That's when it's really okay. David Lynch, a true visionary. Yeah. He doesn't want these decorations. There's a whole bit there. There's a whole bit where I guess Lorelai's not wearing underwear because there's no laundry. That's funny. And yeah, that's their opening there.
Rory tells him to try to get his attention about this, and he like promptly ignores it.
I mean, if I was arguing with my dad, I would be very focused too.
Is he arguing with his dad?
I thought that was his dad.
That's the guy who owns the supermarket. That's why you see him at the supermarket later setting up decorations.
Oh. Yeah, of course. Of course I was paying attention.
No, not his dad, although that would be very funny that his dad is trying to set up.
He reveals that
it seems like a dad move.
It is a dad move, but that's why it's inappropriate for this guy to be coming to the bar, the cafe to harass him about it.
That's funny because this episode is juxtaposed between that guy doing dad moves and Lorelai doing best friend moves with her daughter when she should be doing mom moves.
Well, yeah, that's true. And here's the thing, Kyo. He does pretend like he didn't hear it, but he does make a mention of not sitting on any cold benches afterwards. So he did actually.
Yeah, he was listening.
He's an active listener. That's what makes him a catch.
Yeah.
So yeah, the actual crux of the story starts with Rory going into the supermarket. She's feigning interest in cornstarch, and she's hanging out.
The supermarket has some weird product placement. I noticed in one shot that like there were Cheez-Its across from Apple Jacks.
Yeah, seems like a weird place to put those. The food and the junk food and the cereal?
Yeah, who's gonna... If you're thinking about buying cereal and you see Cheez-Its, you're not gonna buy the Cheez-Its. Your mind isn't on that wavelength.
Unless you're, like, really hungry. Or stoned.
Man, I wish I could do weed. Thanks for making me sad.
Do you wish you could kiss? Because that's what happens to Rory.
I guess that would be nice, too, but I think I would rather have weed.
Yeah,
interesting.
Her crush, Dean, kisses her, and she responds with a simple thank you before promptly running away.
Wow, thanks. Nice lips, bro.
Nice lips, man. Haha, radical. And she gets on a skateboard and rides away. She also shoplifts a box of cornstarch.
Yeah, she's much less chill than that. She's happily frantic about it.
Yeah. I just like the idea of giving a good old thanks and then running away. No follow-up. So yeah, she goes to her friend Lane and reveals the kissing incident. They discuss. And they're both very excited about the possibility of having two lips touching. It's a
very exciting prospect, if we're honest about it.
Yeah, it's true. Do you ever tell someone thank you for kissing them?
I would.
I haven't. I should start saying that when I get kisses, but I don't.
Think about it, Get a kiss, you'd be like, oh, thanks. Wasn't expecting that, So yeah, she isn't sure whether or not she's going to tell her mom, but she gets, I think she's going to, and then she gets there and her mom is like very exasperated with the refrigerator. There's some situation with the
Perhaps.
refrigerator. It makes a noise that she repeats to the people on the phone. And so she doesn't tell it to her then because she's in a bad mood. And then it just doesn't come up until Lorelai finds out through Lane's mom, who's also our...
Well, there's a point.
Yeah.
There's a point where she is decided to avoid talking about it.
Yeah, like at that was like the moment she was going to, and then she just doesn't talk about it anymore, and it's like, I guess they'll never come up. And yeah, they have Lorelai goes to get a rocking chair from, or maybe just a chair. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. From Lane's mom, 6 weeks after she ordered it. And
remember that era? That was crazy.
Yeah, well, you could just leave things at people's houses.
No, I mean waiting 6 weeks to get something in the mail.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, if that happened today, there'd be blood on the streets.
Yeah, if you waited 6 days to get something. Yeah, she reveals that Rory is a bad influence because she's been talking about this kiss that she received. This kiss! And Lorelai is very confused. So confused that she doesn't even take her chair. She leaves without it. And yeah, Rory is, or Lorelai keeps like waiting for Rory to tell her, like, but she's busy with other stuff, and also is actively avoiding it. There's a fun scene with the coffee guy where he notices there's an issue, but she's unwilling to reveal anymore. So she keeps trying to tell him that there's like he should put decorations up. Doesn't want to hear about it. Just like me.
Yeah, like he gets countered by this decoration talk.
Yeah, but not for long.
He gets the hint and backs off.
Yeah, and what comes next is my favorite scene in the episode, perhaps in all of Gilmore Girls so far. I don't know. It's very funny to me. But she goes into the grocery store to just sort of creepily stare at the guy, and she runs into Luke there, and they have a back and forth, and there's a moment where she says, first off, I thought the whole thing was funny. There's a lot of fun exchange between the two of them. But she says, look how he handles the lemons. And Luke is like, what are you talking about? There's lemons. She's like, they're symbolic. Look, you know, if a man can't handle lemons, how's he going to handle a body?
He's gonna throw them, not toss them.
Yeah, when you think about it, lemons are sort of like breasts. They feel the exact same in your hands.
It's true,
Stare, please.
Yeah.
Please stop self-reporting like this.
Yeah, Stare. You're telling a little too much on yourself.
It's what the viewers want.
So yeah, her and Luke have this whole conversation where Luke is the voice of reason. And to her credit, she does sort of listen to him.
I think she totally listens to him, actually.
Yeah, like in a normal sitcom, it would just be like not listen to at all because the plot has to continue. But this goes in a different direction. And so she goes and talks to Rory about it, and it's like slightly awkward, but mostly she's just. Well, first off, there's a lot of projection going on between the two of them when she says that she's fine with it, because she's not. And neither is Rory from the sounds of it. But it seems like everything's good. And then later, who knows how long, I guess a couple days later, they're going to have a movie night, and they're going to watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Back when you could rent a film. And sit down and watch it.
Pick out some tapes. That's crazy. Can you believe that?
Tapes? Yeah. They had to go, and you know what they had to do? They had to go return those tapes.
As one usually does.
It's wild to think about.
Unless you're living life on the edge. Like,
yeah. You ever had to go return some tapes?
Yeah, like at a very improper moment for that when the store's probably not even open. Yes.
Yeah. I have dreams about having overdue books at the library, even though I haven't gone to a library in over a decade at this point.
Oh. Is that like a fear you had as a kid?
I guess I just feel guilty. About clogging the book.
Greedy to want all that.
So what did you do in your dream? Did you just feel anxious about it?
Yes.
Not so.
Stare, I gotta be honest with you. You shared a lot of dreams on the pod. That's the worst one.
Oh.
It's a pretty lame dream. Most of your dreams are I was hanging out with Goku. And this one is just my book was overdue.
Alright, the other night I dreamt that Sega was announcing the new Yakuza. It was a remake of the first one, and there was a secret ending you could unlock where you'd have to fight 6 Majimas at once.
Okay, see, that's cool.
Majima?
Yeah, he's the guy with the eye patch.
Oh, man.
But this time there's 6 of them.
Okay.
Sounds hard.
I don't think that could be one. I don't think that's possible to beat.
Yeah, it would take a skilled hand to accomplish that. But yeah, there's they're going into the store to get some snacks, and it's a bit Rory's.
And Majima's there.
Yeah, Majima's there, and by Majima we mean
Rory-chan. He pulls out the baseball bat and they start fighting.
That'd be an interesting turn for this episode.
Especially if she won.
Yeah,
of course she would win. It would be really fucked up if she lost. It would be like that episode of Dragon Ball Z.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want a Spopovich situation here. Spopovich gate.
Oh. Just suddenly Gilmore Girls just becomes this gratuitous violence against women program.
Yeah.
And Dean is in the corner, and he's trying to intervene, but the coffee guy says, no!
You gotta let this happen. And then Rory never gets revenge.
Yeah. A wizard shows up and explodes him.
Yeah.
God, that's the worst arc in Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. Fuck anyone who says it's well written.
Yeah, it's great. That's what I mean. It's good stuff. Come on, who doesn't want to see? Who doesn't want to see that?
I feel like fat pink guy who turns people into candy.
Here's the thing. I feel like even as a kid, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. I also thought the same thing. And what's even worse is that was the first real arc of Dragon Ball Z I watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah, before that was just random episodes I'd catch while waiting for something else to come on.
No, I was watching...
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I dropped it when
when they went inside
Gogeta got I dropped it at that point. I was like, you know what?
I've seen enough.
I'm chill on this.
I think I dropped it before then, but sometime around the Boo arc is when I dropped it. But I was fully on board with Dragon Ball Z when they were showing the Frieza saga. I was the one I watched the most. I got in on.
And you loved it when Cell was drinking people while they were still alive.
Yeah, I was on board with that.
Yeah, of course. That was hype. That was crazy.
I was like, whoa, how are they going to beat this guy?
When it was just turning people into cookies, I was like,
yeah, even before I started watching Dragon Ball Z, I saw the episode where he was fighting Krillin on that plane. I was like, wow, I gotta pay attention to this.
Yeah. I think the first episode, just solo of Dragon Ball Z I watched, was the one where Krillin, gets owned by Frieza.
The one where he gets impaled?
Yeah. And I was what the hell is this? I gotta watch this shit. Because you watch cartoons and you never see someone actually get, impaled and it be a not funny thing.
Yeah, I regret that.
Yeah, that's hardcore. I don't remember what I watched first with Dragon Ball Z. I don't no idea, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish
Might have been the first episode. Might have been the first episode of Dragon Ball Z I watched.
Oh, I can't even imagine being a kid and watching the first episode of Dragon Ball Z and not having Dragon Ball as context.
I think I just I
think that was me.
He's just some guy on an island.
After because Toonami would didn't after the Frieza saga, Toonami would just be like, all right, back to the beginning because we don't have new episodes yet, and I would watch the beginning and just be like, yeah, okay, makes sense. This is Goku and there's Piccolo.
They're just guys who exist.
Yeah.
I know these guys. They're friends.
Well, because I'd already watched
probably.
the Frieza stuff, so I was like, oh yeah, I know these guys. They're buddies.
But no questions about what came before or anything.
No. I did wonder where Vegeta was, but I mean, eventually that got answered.
When Vegeta isn't on screen, everyone's asking, where's Vegeta?
I was.
True. What are we talking about?
I think
fellas?
Vegeta should marry Lorelai Gilmore. I guess he did marry Lorelai Gilmore in a sense.
When you think about it, Bulma is the Lorelai Gilmore of Dragon Ball Z.
I'm not going to ask you to expand on that, honestly.
That's good, because I didn't want to... so Lorelai meets Dean, and it's sort of just a nice, like, what you would expect when a teenager meets their crush's mom.
Pain.
Yeah, it's just a...
Hashtag awkward.
It's just like a, oh hey.
Hashtag blue pill.
Yeah, this is major blue pill energy. And... Yeah, they leave, no problem. Lorelai wants to go get coffee, so she sends Rory to go get the movie
so
in
she
question.
goes to buymeacoffee.com.
That's right, where she requests
$3.
Yeah, it gives us $3 to watch Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Do not do this.
I don't know, I feel like it'd be a fun time.
Well, it's gotta be the original.
Well, yeah, do not make us watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you sickos.
And don't make us watch Wonka whenever that comes out.
Oh, yeah, please don't make us do that. Yeah, Kieran, I don't know if you heard about this, but there's a Willy Wonka origin story movie being made.
Oh, stop.
Where he's a failed stand-up comedian with a brain injury.
I don't know if that's actually true or not, but why not?
He's the Joker?
No, I mean he could be.
It could be.
Yeah.
Cops
He's
called.
being played by Timothy Chalamet, who sort of looks like he could be the Joker.
Yeah, that's true. He's got the cheekbones for it.
I thought Timothy Chalamet was the guy from Deadwood, so I'm very confused now.
No, he's like a little boy.
He's a little guy.
He's
True.
like, I mean, he's like 20, but yes.
He's 25.
Yeah. So in our part, compared to the rest of us, he's a little boy.
Yeah.
Just a little lad.
Yeah, if the three of us went to fight this guy, only two of us would get beaten up and we'd win.
It's true. He's not yet reached full power. So Dean comes out before Lorelai can go get coffee and gives her the red vines that she'd almost forgotten. And then Lorelai, in a fit of awkwardness, just invites him to hang out with them.
Ooh.
And Dean is like, yeah, I guess. Here's a question I have to pose. So, everyone just take a second and think about your first crush. Now, their mom invites you over to watch a movie with just the two of them. That's an awkward situation, right?
If we're not counting, like, the dumb, like, childhood crushes on, like, Britney Spears and whatnot. Or Misty from Pokemon.
I'm talking about the first person.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, 6th grade, I was pretty dumb. I might just go along.
I guess it's
because
true.
I lack the emotional intelligence to realize the pitfalls of that situation before I encounter them.
I think I would have been pretty chill with it, honestly.
I don't know. I feel like I probably would have said yes, because I don't know how you turn down this situation without it being extra awkward. Because usually if an adult tells you to do something, if you're like 13 or 14, you're like, yeah, all right.
That's
unless
how the Holocaust happened.
It's true. Hitler said, do that. And they said, okay.
I'm pretty sure I would have been like, yeah, that sounds pretty convenient because I don't have to talk to anybody to set up this date.
That's true. Yeah, actually, now you made me think like that. That's probably
you know what? Cultures with arranged marriages, they got it figured out.
Yeah, it's true.
But in this case, it's not even like an arranged marriage type thing where it's just like you're already into each other, so it's it's convenient.
Yeah,
just a little tiny bit awkward.
So Lorelai thinks
Moderate.
she did like a good thing here, but predictably, Rory is not pleased with the idea of hanging out with her date, with her crush and her mom in the same room.
For the
first date as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
first date. Yeah, which understandable.
Beyond the pale.
Lorelai tries to calm Rory down, but I think the anxiety is still there throughout most of this. Did you guys see the spread of junk food they have here? That's quite a spread. It's a lot of junk food.
They're going full power on this. They have like a death wish, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw this, but they have like a tray of like opened cookie dough that you can just like cut a piece off of and like with a knife. This is like
Eat.
Yeah, pure decadence.
yeah. This is the decadence of Connecticut, of the people who live in Connecticut.
Unacceptable, honestly. Unacceptable.
This is what Biden wants. This is the America he wants. So yeah, they're watching the movie. Well, they're waiting for Dean to show up because he's late. And it turns out he's late because the neighbors have essentially taken him hostage.
Literally, like, the lady's grabbing him.
And he just has to listen as they're like, "Do you like jazz?" And
I guess.
And Lorelai comes and saves him.
What kind of guy that age is going to like jazz?
Listen, they're
He's
not
probably
thinking
listening
in
to
that
Korn.
regard. They're just asking questions about stuff they like. Lorelai comes and saves him, and he gets in there, and then Sookie comes over with a dessert, because you gotta have a dessert. They don't have enough shit to eat.
I think she's trying to like give them a heart attack so she can inherit the house. She took out life insurance on both of them.
I like the idea that they put her in the will.
Who else?
Well, who else?
I guess, yeah, true. Who else? Mikkel gets it all.
He deserves
And he sells it.
for what he goes through.
He just promptly sells it and pockets the money.
Of course.
Yeah.
Without a single tinge of emotion.
There's like
so.
there's a bit of like wacky physical comedy here because the pizza man comes and Lorelai is trying to shoo Sookie away before Rory gets back, and Sookie takes the pizza, and then Sookie has to come back and deliver the pizza. It's fun.
That's fun. Yeah, it was fun.
There's also an awkward bit where Dean is in her room, Rory's room, just sort of checking it out. Picking stuff up, putting stuff down.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I'm chill with this," and he starts actually looking around. She's like, "Never mind, I'm not okay with
Yeah,
this."
he's picking stuff up, he's putting stuff down.
Oh yeah, you should not do that on the first date. Invade your prospective partner's bedroom.
He does ask if she's fine with him being there, but it does feel like a question that he already knows the answer to, but wants her to say something else.
Do you mind if I go through your drawers?
Yeah. And so they
You
watch
just hear heavy breathing.
Yeah, like that's just the end of the episode.
Fade to black. Well, the breathing continues.
You're just like, what happened in this episode?
Believing.
So they do watch Willy Wonka, and they have a pretty good time. It's revealed that Lorelai is, I guess, infatuated with the Oompa Loompas.
Kind of, I don't know. It's iffy.
Yeah, seems strange.
Like all of them at once?
That's a good question that wasn't brought up. Yeah, like, or is it just a single Oompa Loompa?
Considered it.
Because if you think about it, the Oompa Loompas are small enough, they stack themselves all on top of each other. They're kind of like a 6'5" guy.
If they all fuse together into one really large Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. Pretty, that's something.
That would be like a season 1 DBZ villain who like Goku could beat, but the other people would struggle.
It's not even a DBZ villain. It's like a Dragon Ball villain.
Yeah. It's like the C-lister the Red Ribbon Army hires to beat up Goku.
Yeah, Loompa.
We got Oompa from the Loompa village. He's actually 12 guys who can stack into one.
Yeah, and Goku struggles for a little bit, but he figures out the weakness and beats them, something like that.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, so everything seems to be going along swimmingly. Lorelai leaves to go make popcorn and realizes that they're, having a date time. So she lets them hang out there for a while. Yeah, let's lets the situation breathe. And I guess it breathes a little too much because Rory comes back in there and is like, "What are you doing? Be a mom. Stop friending me. Be a mom."
Yeah.
And, I mean, to Lorelai's credit, she once again does listen because she has, like, a full-on, like, parental conversation with Dean after that. And it's not even, like, it starts out as, like, the typical, like, shotgun dad joke type of thing, and then it becomes, like, he mentions, like, "Hey, yeah, but I know you mean a whole lot to her," and vice versa, and all that stuff. It's kind of a nice little moment, and then that's kind of it. There's a bit at the end where Lorelai mentions that she just really wanted to hear about the kiss, and so Rory goes through the details of that, and they're very excited. But that's pretty much the episode.
I like this episode a lot, Swanson. What did you think of it?
I also liked it a lot, actually. I couldn't tell if it was just I was in a good mood or that it was a good episode, but I think going through it, it's just a funny episode.
It was a good episode, yeah. It was pretty solid. And it wasn't because I was in a good mood, because I was watching it like during my break for work.
You're like tapping your foot.
So, yeah, like, ooh. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
So yeah,
it's okay.
Stairmaster had his arms crossed watching it, like
wagging his finger.
Homer Simpson.
Ooh, bad parental move.
Yeah. Stair, you think it was just okay?
Yeah, solid B+.
Alright, I mean, I think that's actually the best you've given it. So, I guess all around, best episode of the Gilmore Girls for us so far.
Oh, okay.
Agreed.
I suppose.
I mean, I thought it was yeah, I think so. I liked last week's episode too, but I think this one was just funnier. Also, no sign of the parents at all in this episode, so maybe that's something...
Yeah, that's probably why we liked it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's less cringe comedy when they're not around.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's a solid tune in this week for the Gilmore Girls. Dare I say it, we could be becoming fans.
No.
Unthinkable.
Unthinkable. Well, we still have 3 more episodes to go, so there's plenty of time for us to become fans of the Gilmore Girls. But as for now, that's about it. Again, this was a Buy Me a Coffee episode. All you gotta do, if you want an episode for us to discuss, all you gotta do is go over to buymeacoffee.com/TVTuners. A single coffee gives you an episode based off of any topic that you want.
Crazy.
3 more episodes of this. We've got, there's something about video games. I don't even know what that means. The Stairmaster said he'd handle it. But other than that, the Buy Me a Coffees we're getting caught up on them, which means, we'll be back to TV goodness before too long here. But for now, until next week, keep on drinking coffee. Bye.
Bye.
It's over.
Hey folks.
Yes.
Time for the TV Tuners fact of the week. Did you know that Stairmaster has a secret lab?
It's true.